Last week I had a Pecha Kucha speech at the Kulturparken Småland, which is a regional museum on cultural heritage here in Växjö. And this is briefly what I said that night. What you see here is a collection of road signs. The future can obviously be some kind of location. I really like the sign down to the right, which is a kind of homemade, and also the two signs suggesting the future is a bit off the beaten track. We have to turn, we have to take the next to the right. Well, what do we see here? Yeah, it's a kind of visionary picture of the Ringsberg-Kristineberg area in the central parts of Växjö. The area is on regeneration and is one of the areas for cultural development in the city right now. On the picture you can see people walk around with the cellos and music stands and stuff. You can see the greenhouses, you can see people having a coffee, or whatever they drink. Yeah, and perhaps that's the future. I don't know. But if we instead use words like big data or augmented reality or the Internet of Things or artificial intelligence, you get a bit more creepy feeling inside yourself. So, did you meet a Pokemon this summer? Or perhaps a Pokemon hunter? Probably. Did you at the same time recognize the very speed and power of the impact? I guess. Have you seen this guy? He's called Alan Turing, and he's at least a bit famous today, I think, since part of his life has been retold in the film The Imitation Game a few years ago. Yeah, and he has also become some kind of a gay icon, I think. In the 1950s, he wrote a short article called Computing Machinery and Intelligence. And in this text he defines a test, which is called the Turing test, to determine the cognitive abilities of a machine. The text has been understood as a kind of forecast, as in someday we will be able to build a machine as smart as a human being. But we are not really close yet. Anyway, I think we're still heading for a kind of a robot revolution. According to the most widespread estimations today, about 50% of the professions of today, at least in Sweden, will be replaced by robots in 20 years. That's a quite short time. Of course you will find self-driving cars like this and different kind of mounting robots, but also much more subtle applications. The next robotization process that we're heading for will replace administrators, economists, and so on. So, a new kind of office will appear. Professions that will be left more or less untouched deals with originality, creativity, or different kind of social skills, like teachers, psychologists, artists, and researchers. The digitalization has several other consequences. You have probably noticed that, for example, Facebook and Google don't give you like neutral results. They are always affected by your digital footprints, and you can be sure that you will be captured within filter bubbles, a kind of closed information systems where your opinions and worldview will be confirmed, never challenged. Another side of this is art produced on big data analysis. When producers know your preferences, they can give you exactly what you want. And there is obviously a certain risk for uniformity. Globalization and digitalization is connected to urbanization. On a map of Europe, you can see the metropolises, the big cities, and you can also see the more sparsely populated areas. The economy declines, the population is getting older, and people are leaving. And all of this will make the cultural life poor. Globalization and migration is connected. This is a picture of the Somalian national team in Bandi, an integration project funded by the Swedish government. All players are from Borlänge, a Swedish city. But migration has other phases. During the last years, several separatistic cultural networks and associations have grown in Sweden. The starting point is a conclusion. We are not able to get into the traditional institutions. Let's do it ourselves. And we don't care about the majority society. It's a kind of do-it-yourself ideology, which is quite widespread today, I think. Young people prefer non-traditional, anti-authoritarian activities of different kind. Sharing economy and circular economy are definitely part of this. It is easier than ever to produce your own cultural content. Think about podcasts, music production software, fan fiction, and so on. This is one of the Swedish YouTubers. Her film clip, I clean my room after 11 months, has had about 1.8 million views. And it's in Sweden. Only teenagers, young teenagers. This is about 3 times more than the Museum of Modern Art have had visitors in 1 year. Obviously, a new map is drawn. Thank you for listening.